All right, let's start retopologizing. So I've got all these things showing here. I could just show it one by one as well if I want, but I can show them all together. It shouldn't hurt anything. And this is going to be a thicker pad here because it's going to be where a backpack kind of sits. So we'll kind of keep that there. We'll do this one first. I'm going to shoot this one to the top. And then just underneath here, I'm going to insert a ZSphere. And then hit X, E, turn on transparency, move it out of the way. Just bury it right in the middle of her body there. And then shrink it down just to make sure. Go into draw mode, density of 1, edit topology, transparency off. And now we're off to the races. We just need to retopologize this one real quick. Backcat Pearl, medium gray. And here we go. Boop, boop, boop. Get the first basic shape. And right up through the middle. And I'm not overly concerned about topology. Obviously, this is just, I'm probably going to end up dynameshing this again. I'm just looking for nice, sharp, crisp shapes that we can refine. There we go. And now it's just a matter of connecting these bad boys up in a way that makes sense. American Gods, yeah, I'm supposed to be watching that too. There's so much. I just finished Breaking Bad. It took me forever to get around to seeing that. I'm so glad I did. And then we needed to watch Better Call Saul, and now we watched the first episode, and my wife fell asleep, and now she doesn't want to watch any more of them. And I'm like, she fell asleep during the best part. There was a big spoiler alert right at the end of the first episode. I was like, oh my God, it's him. And then she didn't see that, so now she's not really enthralled to watch that anymore. I'm kind of bummed. Yeah, the Stephen King, Western Wizard book series. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, The Dark Tower. And it weaves into all of his other books, too. The first book is kind of a hard sell, I think. It's a very short novel, so it won't really wear you out or anything. You can read it in an hour. But it does kind of set a weird stage. It's very heady. Oops. And whenever it autosaves on you, just go back and edit topology. It turns that off when it saves. That's a feature. Otherwise, it'll corrupt your files. But yeah, I can see how if anybody did read the first one, it might turn you off from the series. But give it a chance. Book 2 and book 3 and book 4 are all pretty admirable, I think, for a Stephen King book. I know some people just hate Stephen King. I'm not one of them. But Zoomy, thanks for showing up, man. Yeah, Salem's Lot I read. It took me a while to get around to reading Salem's Lot. It was so cool. The experience was cool, though. I don't smoke, really, like cigars or anything, but I do have a cigar collection for some ungodly reason. And so occasionally I will smoke a cigar. So I think I read Salem's Lot, or the majority of it, while I was sitting on the back porch, and you could hear like the thunder rolling in. It was nice and cool, which is rare for that time of year in Texas. And that was kind of neat. All right, we got this thing retopologized. I don't think it needs to follow these things, these kind of built up edges, but just in case, I can go ahead and just tweak this geo to kind of fit that. Kind of follow this around. I think that'll be okay. So now we can hit A. That'll give us our adaptive skin here. I'm going to go ahead and do make adaptive skin, insert. There's our skin. I'm going to take the ZSphere, go down 2, 1, 2. Now these two I can go ahead and hide. I don't need to see them anymore. And then for my ZSphere here, I can just go ahead and delete topology and then just start retopologizing to my heart's content, just whatever's next.